Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Before we get started, I do want to let you guys know that probably throughout this video, my voice might get better, it might get worse. I did have a cold. I still kind of do have a cold. That has been lingering for a couple of days now. But that being said, I just want y'all to be aware of that before we get into the video, because my voice, I will lose it, I will gain it, who knows. I also want to let you guys know that I might have to do some adjustments when it comes to making videos because I have a US phone and I live in Japan. I do want to continue making TikToks and short videos, but considering that TikTok is still up in the air when it comes to the United States, I want to try to move some of my short form content over here. I will still make, I guess, TikTok videos up until when I can or if I get a new phone. But as for right now, I do want to try and do like short form content on YouTube just to see how it goes. I don't know how the whole algorithm is over here as far as short videos on YouTube, but we're gonna see what happens. That being said, to get into today's video, I'm also gonna have a lot of tongue twisters because I can't talk. That being said, we're going to get into today's video, which is getting into Princess Tiana. So this is what we have as far as the design for Princess Tiana. I was going to go for a drop waist bodice, but I figured that I'll just elongate the bottom of the bodice and call it a day. I have started kind of like plotting out what I'm going to do. So it's going to be like a straight across bodice, but we're going to have like a peekaboo, like bra cups here. And then it's going to be wrapped with chiffon. So today we're going to basically just be drafting the pattern for it. And I've also already bought the fabric that I'm going to use for the dress. Now, like I said before, I don't buy expensive fabric for my cosplays because I just don't feel the need to do that. So this is what we have. This is what we have for Tiana. It is satin, silk. I can't remember, but this is what we have. I want to use the matte side for it. Because the shiny side, along with using a lot of crystals on it, it's just not going to look right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start drafting the bodice for it. I have drafted a couple of bodices in the past. The only difference is now that I am using like a peekaboo bra cup situation, and I've never done that before, and it should be pretty straightforward, but we'll see where it goes from where I've started. Just like everything, I'm going to be using my bra to kind of craft a bodice, and we'll see what happens. So let's get started with that. As you can see, I've changed shirts. I don't know how I'm going to do this because I thought that my fever went away. Turns out it did not. So it's very difficult to walk around and do things. I'm pretty sure I should have waited until next weekend to start this. But here we are anyways. That being said, like I said, I am using this mostly as a pattern for the bra cup. And I'm also going to use this bodysuit as kind of like a reference for how I want the entire bodice to be. The reason why I'm not going to entirely use this as a pattern is because it stretches, and the fabric that I'm using does not stretch. Satin, it's satin. The satin does not stretch, which is okay. And I was assuming it wouldn't anyways. And that's also what I don't want it to do, because it's supposed to be like a structured dress. That being said, I am going to draft it using this fabric right here. I don't know what type of fabric it is. I want to say some type of linen, but I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure. But we're going to use this. I'm going to start off with trying to do, I guess, the, how do you say, the inside of it. It's going to come to me at some point. My mind is still in cold, sick mode. But we're going to use this to try and structure the inside of the dress. And hopefully, I bought 4 yards of fabric. I'm hoping that the 4 yards would be sufficient to get for the whole dress. But knowing me, it probably won't be, and I'll probably need more to make the train. This, that, and the third. But I'm stalling because I'm hot. But let's go ahead and try and get into making the bodice for this thing. Yeah. As far as the inside of the bodice. I'm not sick, I promise. It doesn't matter because you're not gonna get sick. You watching a YouTube video, but I'm not sick. My voice is just gone. That being said, this is what we have as far as the inside of the dress. This is the front. This is the back, and I'm liking it so far. Most of my dresses that I've made, I had to use boning for, and I'm going to see if they have some in the stores. I don't think they do. They might. Scratch his head. Who knows? But if they don't, I'll have to see what I go from there. I'll probably just order some online. But what I am going to end up doing is adding, of course, boning to the seams here. But I just wanted to show you because I'm halfway done with most of the pattern. It's okay for right now. And I have to do, of course, 2 pieces, 2 sections, so the inside and the outside. The outside is not going to have the cups, right? It's going to go directly across because I want this to be kind of like a peekaboo type cup. So we'll have to figure out what I'm going to do as far as that. But from what I'm seeing, it looks like everything is all good to go. And so after probably stitching this a little bit more, I'm going to put this on the blue fabric, cut it out, and then sew it. Yeah. Alright, so I have the entire bodice put together. Everything is okay. What I am going to do is add a little bit at the bottom here for the back part, because this is going to go past my waist into my hip. It's not necessarily a drop waist, but I am elongating the bottom, so I guess it is a drop waist. I'm not really sure. That being said, that was my goal for it because I wanted it to have a kind of like a modern 1920s feel. And when I say 1920s or 1930s with the flapper girl dresses, the waist or the bottom part, yeah, the waist, I'm right, dropped, right? So I wanted that same effect, but a little bit more tighter on the body. So that being said, I added it here so that it can go around the top part of my hip, the top half of my hip, before where my hip is. I'm still dazed, but yeah, that I did add a little bit there. I'm not sure how I'm going to close this. I want to do a zipper, but we'll see. I might end up, I really want to do a zipper because I don't want like the corset to interfere with the design of the design of the cosplay. But we'll see what happens. And my next thing to do is, of course, I'm going to cut it out on the actual fabric, and then I will start sewing. I'm trying to decide if I really want to start sewing or if I want to wait. I also bought some interfacing. I did not find any bonding for the outfit. I might end up going to the store that I got the fabric from and see if they have some. But yeah, we're going to start off with just this. If it does work the way I want it to without the bonding, I think I'll be okay without it. I know, I guess for more structured gowns, it is best to have it, especially with a bust as big as mine. It's best to have it just so that everything can stay up. But a lot of the cosplays that I've done, I have done it without bonding, and it was okay. But we'll see what happens. I'm also going to take the front part in a little bit more, just because I want the cups to be a little bit closer to each other. Just because I like that style, not necessarily for anything else. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into deconstructing this, and then and then cutting. So, yeah. Alright, so I have everything cut out. I was in the process of getting ready to sew. Doesn't seem like that's going to happen because my fever came back. And as you can see, my voice isn't that good. So I will continue this. Hopefully I can continue this into the day. Throughout the day, I'm sorry. Hopefully I can continue this throughout the day. But for right now, I'm going to take it slow because I'm not trying to pass out. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.